Good afternoon all, myself is Divya Sarabudla. I am an assistant professor from CSE department in KG Reddy College of Engineering and Technology, and today I here to discuss about the subject software process and project management. Okay. This is an extension of the subject software engineering. So, already in software engineering we know how to give a plan for the project. So, we are having the so many process models. In each process model we are having the phases. So, in phases we are having the phases like communication, planning, design, coding, testing and like maintenance. So, in any software process, here the main process is the collection of methods, tools, personnel. So, collection of all these is called as a process. So, in order to implement the projects in any organization, so we have to know first about the what process they are following. So, what is process here? The collection of methods, tools and the personnel. So, what methods they are implementing, what tools they are, what type of hardware tools, what type of software tools they are using. So, how the employees are there. So, what projects they are dealing, who is the team member, who is the head, who is the project manager, like that. That is the environment of any organization in the software industry. So, this subject mainly about the software process and also handling the project management. Generally, the project management is handled by the project manager. Okay. Under the project manager we have the team leaders, developers, designers, then testers, like that. So, generally how the process will be. I already told the process is a collection of methods, tools and personnel. So, what type of methods they are implementing, they are using. So, in order to know about the software process, first we have to know the process models. So, what type of process models will be there? Like we have waterfall model, incremental model, spiral model, agile model, so many process models. So, what the process models will do? Process models will provide a roadmap for to build a project, okay, right. So, in any process models these phases are common. In either you take waterfall, incremental, spiral, any process model, these phases are pretty common. So, the first phase is communication. So, what is the communication phase? In communication, we gather all the requirements to do the particular project. Okay, how you will gather the requirements? Here, in communication phase, the business analyst BA and project manager and stakeholders will be there, and client or customer also there. So, we gather the requirements from first of all from the client or customer. Then we discuss the requirements about the project and all those with business analyst, with the project manager and stakeholders. Stakeholder is the person who directly or indirectly involves in the project. Here the stakeholder may be the designer, may be the developer, may be the tester. So, this is the first phase, that is communication phase, gathering the requirements from the client and discuss those requirements with the stakeholders. Then go for the next one is planning. So, what we have to do after gathering the requirements, we have to plan. So, what is mainly the planning is about the completion of the project, that is time, schedule, the completion of project, and cost or budget, mainly deals with the planning activity, mainly deals with time and schedule and also cost and budget. So, who will do this phase? Again, the project manager is the main person. In communication phase, the business analyst is the main person. So, planning, in planning, project manager is the main person, and he will discuss with all the stakeholders about regarding the project completion, how many days it will take to complete the particular module, and how much cost is required to complete that particular project. Regarding this discussion is done at planning phase. Okay. Then after planning, the project manager will assign the work to the team leader. So, what the team leader will do? The team leader will do particular project, for particular project he will allocate around 10 members, and within these 10 members he will distribute the work. So, what type of work it will be? Here all the requirements are taken from the business analyst and the schedule is taken from the project manager. Then the team leader will assign the work to individual persons in the team. So, suppose 10 members are there, in design 2 members, in development or coding 3 members, in testing 2 members, under maintenance 1 member, like this the teams will be distributed like this. So, after gathering the requirements, the next phase is what? Planning. After planning, the next phase is design. So, in this design we have architects, we call the person as architects or architect. So, what he will do? He will perform based on the requirements, he will design the projects, you can say that design the project or requirements. In designing the requirements by using UML, Unified Modeling Language, you can design the requirements. This is one object oriented program modeling language, OOM. By using this, the designer can design the requirements. Then after design, the next part is about coding, or you can say the developer. The developer will write the code based on the projects, whether by using any programming language, like nowadays the Python is very famous programming language because of the less lines of code and it is adaptable for all the programming languages. Okay. And next one, this is coding is done by the developers by taking the information from the architects or designer. Then after coding, testing is to find the errors. This is done by the testers. So, to find the errors, nowadays we are using automation testing. The Selenium is a very famous automated testing tool, but all are following manual testing also, like unit testing, black box testing, white box testing, like that. So, testing can be done in manual way or in automation way. Okay. The job of testers is to find the errors and inform those errors to the developers, to the designer team. Then they need to correct, again they will send back to the testers. And the last phase is maintenance. So, after completion of testing, if the errors are corrected, then the last one is maintenance. Should undergo the maintenance. Here maintenance means, suppose the project should be work with 10 years. 10 years the project should be under suppose Microsoft projects are there. Microsoft projects, like we need to buy all the Microsoft products. They are not available like open source, they are not open source. So, always remember Microsoft should undergo under maintenance. So, every year they should perform maintenance. So, like this in software process, these are the common phases in any software process or in any organization. Okay. So, communication, planning, design, coding, testing and maintenance, these are the common terms we use in this subject. Coming to project management, we have the project management like we follow. The very first unit is about software maturity framework, software maturity framework. In this unit we discuss about the software process assessment, and also we discuss about the maturity framework like CMM, capability maturity model integration, and CMM only, and PSP, TSP and PCMM. These all are maturity frameworks. Why we use maturity framework? For any organization, if you want to give the grade, from Software Engineering Institute, that they will give the grade to the company. So, on what basis they will give the grade means by using the maturity framework. So, these are the different maturity framework that we will cover in the first unit, and also we discuss about software process assessment. Software process assessment. So, this topic we will cover in the first unit. Assessment means just performing some audits. Okay, this may be a single party, first party, second party, third party, like that. So, in this the very important topic is about CMMI, that is capability maturity model integration, that you already know in the software engineering subject, the levels in the CMM and all those that we discussed in class. Thank you all.